Investment company VFD Group PLC is now the latest firm to be listed on the main board of the Nigerian Exchange Limited. The company held its closing gong ceremony and facts behind the listing presentation on the floor of the exchange to mark an important milestone in the company's history. Our correspondent Sydney Okafor has more on the story.
Gathered here on the floor of the Nigerian Exchange are top executive of VFD Group at the Exchange. It's the official listing of the latest company to be signing up with the Exchange. With a portfolio of over 40 businesses across various sectors and geographies that have created innovative products and solutions for the African markets since 2009. The listing of the VFD Group shares is adding over 45 billion naira to the market capitalization of the exchange, further boosting liquidity in the Nigerian capital markets. After the introduction and exchange of pleasantries, the VFD Group chairman Babatunde Busari came forward to close the market by banging the gong.
This is a milestone not only for the VFD but even for the NGS, because we believe we look for institutions like VFD that can be able to come on board so that we can deepen this market. And I believe this is an opportunity for both the local and the global investors to have an opportunity to share that success story of VFD by investing in the main board of the NGS to have VFD as part of their portfolios.
The job that we're trying to do at the exchange is to just say that we continue to think through how do we support the broader Nigeria story. And as I say a lot to, when I look at maybe cleaners, drivers, if you ask a lot of them today to give you account numbers, it's banks like VFD that they give you increasingly because of the level of innovation. So for us, it's important that we can support companies like VFD because it has this knock-on effect on the overall country. And I just want to stress enough how joyous we are for this listing today.
For us, this is a validation of 14 years of hard work. It's a validation that in Nigeria, you can still dream. And there's something called the Nigerian dream. And so my message is simply for the young ones, the aspiring people, the ambitious people who want to make a mark. There's still room for the Nigerian dream.
We are aware of the transparency and the level of corporate governance compliance required once you are listed. We are not one of the companies that will shy away from opening our books. And we promise that we will continue to do the ideal such that we will, in the short future, become the leading proprietary investment company in Nigeria and globally, I dare say.
Addressing the media shortly after the gong ceremony, CEO Nonso Okpala opened up on how the idea of VFD Group started with a group of 35 young professionals working with different organizations. He said they were able to see opportunities where others saw challenges, urging investors to come on board.
Now, if you take a look at this is the trajectory of our growth. We started in 2009 with 2.5 million. Total assets, 3 million. Shareholders' funds, 2.5 million. Today, we're in excess of 150 in total assets and geared for more growth. We're about 32 billion in shareholders' funds and geared for more growth.
Few weeks ago, VFD Group had voluntarily delisted its 190 million shares previously traded on the NAS Security Exchange in order to be quoted on NGS, Africa's second largest exchange. The move is widely seen as a strategic one and will give the firm more visibility, access to capital, and benefit both investors and stakeholders.
VFD is there to stay. VFD will continue to grow from strength to strength, and inshallah, we will have this will be a stepstone for the attainment of greater heights for VFD.
VFD Group shares are on the main board of Nigerian Exchange at 269 naira 30 kobo per share. Everyone is optimistic the shares of the proprietary investment firm will do well and not only help boost liquidity in Nigerian capital market, but also provide opportunity for wealth creation. Sydney Okafor, TV 360, Lagos.